Sahil. So, Sahil, welcome you all on YourPedia panel. And you want to give the snap of database management system for NIC, right?
Yes, sir.
So, please introduce yourself, Sahil, first.
Sir, my name is T.S. Sahil. Sir, I am from Delhi, but my roots are originally from Kerala. I did my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya Pushpiyar, and I completed my 12th in physics, chemistry, and maths with computer science, standing first in my school in my 12th board. Post that, I did my bachelor's in computer engineering from Delhi Technological University, which I graduated in 2020. I got a campus placement at the fourth year of my year in IBM as an associate software engineer. I worked in IBM till 2021. Post that, I resigned from IBM and pursued my own startup. Apart from this, my hobbies include uh, competitive coding and learning about emerging technologies like IoT, artificial intelligence, related to which I did my project in the fourth year of my college as well. I applied for NIC in 2020 immediately after completion of my college, to which I cleared the cutoff as well. Uh, and then I'm applying for the NIC in 2023 also. And right now I'm giving interview.
Okay. So, why you want to join NIC? You already running a good startup and you already have some experience. Do you
Uh,
think like you will give like 100% to the NIC at that moment of time, or either you have to close your startup?
Sir, your voice is sir little bit sir low. Sir, if you
Okay.
can increase it.
Okay. So, shall I repeat my question?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay,
Kindly.
so the point is why you want to join NIC as you already running a good startup. So don't you think so that you have to close up that close the that startup and then only you can put your 100% effort to the NIC if you are going to be selected in NIC.
Yes, sir. Sir, I already sold my startup. So, sir, I am actively pursuing for a stable and an impactful job, which can be offered by NIC.
So how you can compare your startup with NIC? Like
Sir,
NIC have fixed salary, right?
yes.
And fixed workload. So how you can like compare your startup or your IBM experience with the NIC?
Uh, Sir, first of all, talking about my startup, it was basically about, sir, its name is Core in Semesters. So it was basically about giving the students, the first year and the second year students, the solved previous year question. So, sir, I was helping them to analyze the previous year question and to score better in their upcoming semesters. And,
So you are
sir,
providing the assistance to the students.
yes, sir. So to
Okay.
analyze their previous year questions and to score a little bit more from what they could have been without that score in semester startup. And my IBM experience was about it was about a
And what is
portal
the
in
name of your startup?
sir, score in semesters.
Okay. So it's like at the end of the uh, the year. So it was like on the profit basis or what?
Sir, it was profit based. Sir, it was making a good amount of profit. But sir, the issue was I was not, sir, I had to collect the question paper of a particular semester and to get it solved from the previous semester toppers. So once I left the college, I had to start my job as well. So it was difficult for me to cope up with the answering and get the answers done and get the and to collect the question paper. So because I was not frequently visiting my college, so it was difficult to me to cope up with the uh, schedule of my office as well as my to visit
And
the college.
okay. So what you know about the database? Can you just tell me what is database?
So database is something where we store data which we generate from any sort of activity or any kind of information that we get. We store it in a structure, and that structure is basically known as database.
Very good. And what is database management system?
So database management system basically refers to all these data which are logically arranged in a certain format so that we can access the information whenever and wherever needed in an efficient fashion is known as database management system.
Okay. What is the basic difference between file system and database management system?
Yes, sir. So database management system is more oftenly considered to be an advanced form of file management system because in file management system, what happens is we are storing comparatively smaller amount of data, and it is used particularly for one PC or a collection of few PCs. But sir, in database management system, it is basically related to a huge amount of data and in a corporate structure where we have more number of tools to operate among these data compared to file management system.
What is the concept of key?
Sir, key, as the name suggests, sir, key basically refers to something which is used to, sir, in layman terms, key is basically used to unlock something, unlock a particular lock. Sir, similarly in database, we consider key as something which is uniquely used to identify each and every row. In technical terms, key is something which is uniquely used to identify each and every tuple.
What is the need to identify each and every tuple uniquely?
Sir, in a database management system, there can be several rows which can be redundant. For example, if I am making a database management system for a school, so I need to uniquely identify each and every student. So I cannot use name as a feature which can be unique to every student. And I cannot use father name or his class ID or his subject as a unique ingredient to identify each and every student. But sir, key, for example, a roll number, can be uniquely used to identify each and every student because we don't want ambiguity in our relation database management system.
Okay. Okay. Great. So, so can you just tell me what is normalization and why there is a need of normalization?
Yes, sir. Sir, normalization basically refers to simplifying the arrangement of this database management system. For example, if I am having 10 tables or 10 relations, so I don't want to make my database redundant with same data repeatedly being used in different tables, which is cost efficient both in terms of time as well as in memory space. So we try to make these tables logically before implementing in database in such a fashion that there is least amount of redundancy and efficient in the implementation. So we use normalization. We have several kind of normalization, 1NF, 2NF, etc., etc.
Very good, very good. So what is 3NF?
Sir, 3NF is basically a third called as third normal form, which is implemented with the criteria that the table should be first in 2NF, and also there should not be a transitive dependency. For example, a prime key a prime key is something which is part of an prime key is something. A prime attribute is something which is present inside a primary key. For example, if I am having a relation A, B,
Primary
C,
key or candidate key?
Sir, primary key is primary key refers to a key which is actually used to identify each and every tuple. A candidate key can also be a primary key, and candidate key, candidate key can also be a primary key.
Yes, okay. What is the basic difference between primary key and candidate key?
So primary key and candidate key both are same, but the primary difference is primary key has to be unique as well as not null. But sir, candidate key has to be unique, but not necessary it's a null.
More than one null is allowed in candidate key?
No, sir.
Okay. And how many candidate key possible for a relation now?
Sir, there can be a number of candidate key.
That's why it should be prime attribute should be the part of any of the candidate key, not the primary key.
Yes, sir. A prime attribute should be a part of candidate key, and it should relate to a non-prime attribute. So that is a condition for third NF plus 2NF form.
Very good. What is indexing?
Sir, indexing, as the name suggests, indexing refers to logically giving a numbering to all the data entries so that we can easily identify. For example, if we take indexing, a relation with indexing and without indexing, or normally in general, if we take something, a set of data with indexing and without indexing, it will be more easy to access data with a data set having indexing, because it will give us we can apply many type of algorithms like sorting algorithm or all type of things with the help of indexing, because we are basically giving numbers to all this data.
Can you tell me what type of problem we may face if a transaction does not follow ACID properties?
Yes, sir. Sir, acid properties basically refers to atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Sir, basically it refers to atomicity means there should be one data, or the data should be processed in so the sir atomicity, and sir these things basically means to uh, put the table in such a fashion that there should not be any inconsistency. For example, if I am making a transaction, like if there is a database related to bank transaction, and if a person A is transferring money to person B, so the transfer of money from person A having in total 100 rupees to a person B having a total of 100 rupees, when person A is transferring 10 rupees, there should be a deduction in the amount of person A to 90 rupees, and there should be an addition of 10 rupees, making it to 110 to person B. So the asset property basically means if there is a transaction, it should not be left in between. Let's say if I am making a deduction from person A, it should not be like the person A is having a deduction and the person B is not getting the money. Either it should be it should be a complete transaction, or it should not be there should not be a transaction at all. So, and even if I am accessing the data after 10 days or 20 days, there should be the existence of that particular transaction, and it should be consistent across all the platforms. Let's say person A is transferring to person B or person C. There should be a uniform parameter. Let's say person A is transferring to person B. The entire process should be such that person A is having a reduction in 10 rupees and having a reflection of 90 rupees in his account, and person B should be having 110 in his account, and that entire process should be reflected in my account. These entire processes.
What is trigger?
Yes, sir.
Trigger.
Sir, trigger is something which is used to start something. As the name suggests, it said there are two things like trigger and stored procedures. So stored procedure is something we used to we explicitly start it, but trigger is something which automatically starts. Let's say, for example, if I am making a transaction.
What is 2PL protocol?
Sir, 2PL protocol is a locking procedure. Sir, there are several types of locking procedure in which there is strict 2PL.
What is 2PL? No, what is 2PL? No need to answer like that. Sir, it's a okay protocol. What is in that protocol? What are the conditions of that protocol?
Sir, it's a deadlock protocol, and it basically means to
देखो 2PL में क्या होता है, दो phases होते हैं बच्चे. Fine, side two, we have two phases. One is growing and one is shrinking. One is locking, one is unlocking. So a transaction can put a lock in the locking phase. Once it just enter into the unlocking phase, it cannot request for the lock. That's why we can achieve the serializability, conflict serializability, but may suffer from the deadlock, starvation, and irrecoverability. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving towards the feedback part, Sahil, I think देखो अच्छा है, नॉलेज अच्छा है, बट द पॉइंट इज कई बार क्या होता है कि आप एक आंसर को बहुत लंबा खींच देते हो. वो वाले पार्ट को इम्प्रूव करो और थोड़ा डेफिनेशन प्रॉपर, जैसे 2PL की मैंने बात की, अगर मैं स्ट्रिक्ट की बात करूंगा तो जस्ट स्ट्रिक्ट के बारे में बताओ, है ना. ऐसे नहीं कि वो दूसरे भी होते हैं, वो नहीं, वो सब चीजें गलत हो जाएगी क्योंकि इतना लंबा कोई नहीं सुनेगा आंसर.
यस सर. ओके,
प्रिसाइज आंसर ट्राई करो, वैसे हो जाएगा, डोंट वरी. ठीक है, अदर देन दैट सब ठीक है. तो अभी आप जो नेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट प्रिपेयर कर लो एक बार, एल्गोरिथम, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर या ओएस या सीएन, और मुझे मैसेज ड्रॉप कर देना. अकॉर्डिंगली वी कैन गो विद दैट. ओके
सर, कैन वी कीप इट टुमारो?
नॉट टुमारो, द डे आफ्टर टुमारो.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I'll send you that. Okay, great. You can leave now.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.